Hello. So so I am making a live video. I don't know why. I was very inspired to do this. And as you know me, I'm actually nervous right now for some reason, but that means I'm excited. I wanted to make like a Bob Ross type spiritual video. I don't think it's gonna work the way the angle is. So I'm painting a beetle. This lady goes on top of it. Right here. It's called Alariel. It's a Warhammer model, Games Workshop. And there's these wings. So I'm kind of going to be working on this. I obviously need a better video setup so you can see what I'm doing. But the idea is I'm going to talk while doing painting because I realize that a lot of my insights come when I'm painting, but that's because I'm in the flow. And I was like, well, I wonder if I just put myself on live and I talk while painting. Like, what would happen? Because one, I paint anyways, so I'm here. And I like doing live videos. And what if I combine them? And that's a lot of things that happen when we get in this flow state, when we get in our heart and life just flows, we get creative. There's no rules, right? Like everyone has a business, right? You have to have a professional background. Well, I have I don't even know, event, right? Like I didn't like make this big lighting scene. Like everyone's like, and it's cool if you want that, but really you're just delaying it because it doesn't matter to anyone anymore. Like whatever. Like I like this blue background. I'm moving out of this place anyways. So I'm going to start painting and just talk while doing it, which sounds super fun. Really, this is for me because I get two things done at once. I really want to paint, but I also want to do live videos. And right now, I have been delivering food and working a lot, which is actually new. It's growth for me. And I really like doing delivery because literally I just listen to podcasts all day and I get paid. And I like driving. Driving gets me in the connection with source. It's really weird. Like I kind of feel like it's a road trip. Like I miss doing road trips. I used to travel around the country. So I like delivering food. But right now, time is a little crunched. And I was like, I haven't done live videos. And then, yeah, this idea came. So this might be just a dumb idea. But I kind of like it. And it's really for me, right? Same with anything you do. Your business, making money. Are you doing it because you enjoy it? Are you doing it because it brings you happiness? Or are you doing it because you should do it? Like I deliver food, but I could be driving Uber. I mean, I could be doing other things. I could be, I don't know. I could actually make more money if I didn't just do delivery. I would think. Maybe I'm wrong. But I enjoy it, so I do it. It's easy. And I've been doing yoga 10 times a week. That's 10 hours of yoga too, which is one of the things. But I love yoga. It's not like, oh, I gotta do yoga today. And the more you fill your life up with things you love, instead of things you should be doing, the more you get in a flow state and the happier you are. And by being happier, you make more money per se. And you also spend less money. I don't drink alcohol. I haven't done drugs. I used to smoke a lot of weed. I used to drink before that. And then I used to do a lot of psychedelics too. And I haven't lately. And honestly, I'm saving up a lot of money. I have extra dough. It's funny how being sober and being grounded makes you money. You need to spend less, right? If you don't smoke weed, like, I don't know, I'm spending a certain amount of money on weed a week. And I stopped smoking as much. And it actually gives me freedom. But I think the reason I don't need those things is because I'm doing things I love. And it gives me more time. I don't need as much sleep. There's no recovery time, right? If I'm not doing drugs or staying up too late, there's no time to recover. And I kind of feel like a hermit. So that's what's kind of been happening is there was a lot of judgment. Like, you don't have a lot of friends. You're not doing all these party things. And you're going to be left out and blah, blah, blah. And I love that. And, that just came. And I let those thoughts come. And at first it hurt me. But now I actually love being a hermit. I love sitting here painting. Like I'm kind of making his blue. You can't really see it. So it's the beetle she rides. I need a better. If you're gonna do this professionally, you need it. I see. But I'm making it blue, and this is kind of I was really scared to paint this model because it's so beautiful. And I didn't want to mess it up. Which is weird, right? Because I don't want to mess it up. I don't paint it. So I can't mess it up. I'm not doing anything with it, which seems dumber. So I want to make this like a winter themed army. So it's going to be a lot of blues. I want this to kind of seem like it's iced over. I'm going to have to like do something to make it look beetly again. But I want to make it look like it's been in winter for a long period of time. Almost like a winter statue. And this is a really weird video. I hope this is working. Again, this is for me to heal. This is amazing. I didn't realize how much healing this would come. I'm moving recently. I don't know if people know that. Moving up into, it's called Mountains of Colorado. It's called Woodland Park. It's way out there. Kind of. It's near Colorado Springs. So it's south of where I am in Denver. And yeah, I won't have internet so readily available. So that might affect doing these videos. But I can guess I can do a hotspot. One of my goals is to not have the internet going as a lot. Kind of only use it when I need it really bad. I mean, I have my phone, so I'm not like disconnected, but I won't have Wi-Fi. I think it's going to give me some freedom. I've had that before, living up in a campsite. I actually really like it. Definitely don't feel like I'm missing anything when I don't have it. I wrote a whole book that I have to release when I feel like it. Really writing the book was more important than releasing it, which is funny, but yeah. Getting her cloak, little bluer. She's Alariel. She's like with the guardian. Oh, I can't do this. The guardian of life. She erupts force around her. She's badass. If there's any divine feminine archetypes, she's definitely one of them. And when I paint, I flow. And it's kind of like a mess at first. And this is kind of how you create in life, right? At first, you kind of just throwing things around. You don't know how it's going to turn out. You can have a little vision, right? You got to know. I mean, I know I do spiritual talks on these videos. I'm not like I'm winging what I'm saying, but I'm not like winging it to the point where I don't know what's going to happen. And I know how to paint. It's not like I'm like, oh, how do I paint these models? It's very part of me. But it's just fun. And do things that you enjoy. Find some hobby, some art craft, something. And I don't care what it is, but you need that. You need to create. It don't do the craft I'm choosing over any alternative motives, like to make money. I don't paint this to make money. Really don't do anything to make money. I mean, if a byproduct is you make money, awesome. Like, I really like delivering food because I like giving love to people and appreciation. And with Uber, I deliver a lot of fast food restaurants. And I really see that a lot of those people are down. You know, they're probably stressed in life. And if I can really send them love and blessings, go to a lot of McDonald's, you know, a lot of people that are just down on their luck, you know, just might not have got as good a hand as me and just want to send them some love. I really like that part of it. I really get to like deliver joy to people's door. Not just the food, but my energy. I really enjoy it. And yeah, it's interesting. I'm getting clarity about that. And yeah, sometimes people judge. I have judgments myself. Oh, you're just a delivery driver. Yeah. Mom said something about it too. Like, oh, you have this degree and you're just delivering food. And I'm like, well, enjoy it. I'm making just as much money as I did as a therapist in a nonprofit. And I really like helping people that are a little underprivileged. And I think I could get to do that. I love doing coaching too. Like, my clients are amazing. And I love working with them. And I'm so grateful for them too. But I kind of get to do both sides of the coin, which I really enjoy. Being more impoverished areas. Put my energy in there. And not that like I'm healing them or saving them, but I don't know, it feels good. Feels good to appreciate and look in people's eyes. You know, they don't get that a lot. So I'm painting this wing green, which is very heart-centered. So the green color is the heart chakra. So it's probably why I'm feeling this love right now while I'm painting. So using colors is really healing. To paint or do something with colors, or even just look at them. Just look at pretty pictures. You don't have to actually paint. Coloring. Those coloring books are amazing. Those adult coloring books, whatever. I've done those. I see when I didn't have models. Very meditative, because there's something out of meditative practice that's you're doing with your eyes open. Like I meditate every day, an hour. I've been doing that for 16 years, and before I was doing it pretty consistently, and it just feels really good. Like it's just really, really good feeling. I'm gonna keep out these wings. I'm gonna mix just really bright green. Green. I don't do a lot of paint mixes. So this is kind of a new thing. It's funny, the flow had me do that, which is not something I normally would do. Don't do a lot of paint mixing, but it's funny. It's like you try it out. And the great thing about life or about painting is that if you try something and it doesn't work, you learned what didn't work. That's why we just have to go for it, because failing is okay. Even if we're poor and desolate, because we went after our dreams, we now learned a lot for our next step, right? Someone might give you a job because you started your own company. You never know. They might really be impressed by that. And you're like, I even failed, but I went for it. They're like, oh yeah, we want someone like that on our team. It might get you the job you always wanted. You never know. You never know what one thing's going to lead to another. I'm going to find you. I'm going to get you. That's it's not very loving. So I'm using the screen. I like this mix. It would have been probably too bright. Done the other way. It's very jungly, like, and maybe I can get it like. Just wondering if I can put like snow tips on it or something. This is definitely a model that I really want to take my time on. Some models I don't take my time on as much, but this one is a big. It's the centerpiece, right? And I think doing art is so healing because it gets rid of your perfectionism. Because nothing's going to be perfect, right? Like, I mean, yeah, you can get really good at painting till it looks almost perfect. There's people that are 1,000 times better than me at this, and I respect them tremendously. It's just takes practice. And there's research, right? Like, I love watching other painters and learning and listening. And it excites you, right? And that's the key. If your business, your job, your life isn't exciting to you, then why are you doing it? It's just not, and things are different. Things are exciting at different times. I'm saying it's always going to be the same things, but, painting I might lose this. I mean, yoga did that with me, actually. I stopped being so excited to go. So I actually canceled my membership for a while. And what was funny is because I got really excited about detoxing. So I was doing that, really healthy. And then I started doing yoga after my detoxing. And I think, because they say you want to build muscles on healthy cells. So, yeah, it all worked out. And now my yoga practice is better because I detoxed. It's funny how that works. Because I followed my excitement in the moment. If it's not exciting, don't do it because it should, right? I should exercise. Like, do something exciting. See the wings. Oh my God, this doesn't even work at all. But they're getting kind of bright. They go behind her. Her back. Definitely need a better camera for this. It obviously doesn't go like that. So they're not together because one, they fell apart when I was painting. But yeah, it goes on the back of her like a wing. Like, wow. It's really cool. So even if a model's not exciting to paint, I don't paint it. Actually, I'll paint something else. Because it's not going to be good. I want to paint the details on the bug because I feel like it's funny because like at first it doesn't look very good. I love this color. then as it comes together, and that's like life. That's like so funny. Like people want to see the end results, so they don't ever start. And to me, that's missing the point. You're not going to see the end result until you start. Like it's never going to be done. So if you don't start running business or start making videos or do this, right? Like I didn't have the right light to do this painting video. But I'm realizing it's not about the model, it's about what I'm saying about life. So, I mean, so someday probably I will be able to show the painting, and I want to be able to do that. I don't know if that's the reason I'm doing this, but that's how we understand ourselves, right? We learn. I didn't do this. I went to learn that the lighting wasn't right for the painting, and then I would go do it differently next time. But if I never did it, I wouldn't even have known that was a mistake. See what I mean? And I see so many people just not want to start. And it's just, that's the key. And that's the key with creativity. It's just getting started usually is the hardest part, right? I know when writing a paper for school, or so people can relate to, so the hardest part was starting the paper. Once you got it flowing, usually I could get it done. And usually I don't want to stop. So when I was in school, I would write my papers all at once, and people like, do it over multiple days. I actually think that's a mistake. And now, if you only have that much time, but I actually, in my experience, the more time I have, I get in a flow state like this, and I just keep on going. It's like, and that's why, I mean, I guess I set up my painting so I can do it without having to set up anything. That's actually like a pro tip for creativity. I like having my computer always ready to make live videos. It's like there's no setup, there's less barriers. If you're doing work or anything, or working with clients or running a business, like make less barriers for people to work with you, to get information from you. And I think, I'm creating this entrepreneur program. It's starting to come through, and I don't think it's really an entrepreneur program. In program, I mean like class. It's more of creating a joyful life class. I was in the Akashic Records and talking to Gandhi and the energy of him. I talked to his Ascended Masters a lot. And I was in the Akashic Records, so I was doing a ceremony type thing for myself, which is awesome because I used to do psychedelics and go to ceremonies, and I just go in the Akashic Records, and I'm like, whoa. Like, I'm like literally like tripping for me, my experience, which is great because I don't have to like recover. I can still go to sleep. And that's where I'm at right now. I think psychedelics are super healing, and I think they're part of your path. But if you never integrate the psychedelics and you keep on going in ceremonies, you literally just running in circles. You're like exercise, doing arms every day at a gym and never stopping. Do something else. And you won't grow that way, right? So I don't know where I was going. Well, anyways, Gandhi said, don't worry about having a successful business. Worry about having a joyful life. I was like, oh. So and it was simple, but it was like really like, I was thinking, oh, how do I create my business, or what do I do for it? And it was like, just focus on having a joyful life. And I was like, oh yeah, just be joyful in the moment. He said a master doesn't have a successful business. A master can feel joy by sitting still in the moment. And I was like, ah. And from that state of alignment, we know we have success, right? Through law of attraction, blah, blah, blah. And really, you don't even care about success because you're being joyful. So by doing the things you enjoy, you heal your inner child, you heal your heart, you connect with yourself. And by that connection, then you become successful in everything else you do. Oh, it's that simple. And we make it so complicated. But I need to know how to get clients. And I need to know blah, 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 blah. And I go, just be joyful. You don't know how. I don't know how. I'm 30, almost 32. Almost my birthday. I don't know what I'm doing for my birthday. Yeah. Maybe I'll do a video. But yeah, I'm just happy being right here. I think these are flowers. I might have ruined them by painting too much. It's funny because I wanted to create this phoenix and paint flowers, and then this happened. I realized I'm just looking down this whole time at this video. And that's, maybe listen to this audio wise. Don't watch the video. Oh, that's a good idea. I could create audio while doing this. I guess this is audio. Oh, I just had an idea. Anyway, yeah, just having a joyful life, I mean, painting this model is creating money for me, creating abundance, creating everything I want. It's because I'm in the joyful state, right? And from that joyful state, the good ideas come in all aspects of my life. And instead of seeking out money or clients or whatever, I'm enjoying myself. It's what happens. And I think that's a really big key. Enjoy yourself until the things happen. Don't be like, I gotta get it all now. You become this like chaser. And I've been all these things, so this is all from experience. This is looking way better with I really like the blue and the green contrast. It's really nice. Like, I really like evergreens, like up in the mountains, and they're very beautiful because they stay green despite the snow. Right, the Christmas trees. That's kind of, maybe you can see it. So I'm painting green all over him. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Rah. Kind of like putting algae or moss on him. Just so cool. But yeah, just having that joyful aligned state. And from that joyful aligned state, everything manifests. And you don't even care if it manifests. You're just in a joyful state. Even when you're playing, you're not thinking about how to run a business. If you don't enjoy running a business, like if you're making it work, why are you running a business? I laughed at people when I see that. They're running a business and they're like, they're in like the same social mode they were in their whole lives. And it's like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter if it's a successful business or not. It's just the state it's built on, right? What's the foundation of what you're doing? Is it joy or is it fear and stress? If you create anything from fear or stress, it's going to continue to be fear and stress for the rest of your life. The more joyful you are, the harder it is to be around unjoyful people. You're going to be too committed to your joy. Why don't we commit to our joy? And I really believe in that. Committing to the things we love. I said that in a podcast I do, the Awakened Men podcast. I said, why don't we commit to something we enjoy? My commitments aren't like, I'm going to do the paperwork or I'm going to blah, 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 blah. Usually my commitments are like, I'm going to do yoga every day. And yeah, sometimes it's a little like I got to get up early or whatever. But I actually never get upset. It's funny, you never get upset. I don't get upset waking up 5:30 to go do yoga. Would I get upset to go to a job I hate? I haven't really had a job I hated. I don't think I've always done the most joyful jobs. And I definitely pushed it. It never worked when I pushed it. It's not true, but I actually enjoyed my jobs. I enjoyed driving Uber sometimes. I enjoyed talking with people. I haven't had a job I didn't enjoy. And usually I quit them if I don't. Yeah. I've had hard jobs. It's not like it's not challenging. But if it's not something I really want to be at, I leave it. It's better for everyone. If you're at somewhere you don't want to be, it's not good for anyone. It's not like you're like, I'm sacrificing myself, staying at this job I hate because I'm helping the world or whatever. I'm not helping the world. I used to go door to door, and I think it really helped me grow. But I wouldn't do it again right now. I didn't love it. I loved it in the moment, I think, at first. It's definitely something you can do short term. Some people love it, though. Like, some people really do. They love it. And they need to be those ones at the job. Like, that's... I left jobs, and I actually said that when I left my therapist job. I've been talking for 24 minutes already. And they're like, why are you leaving? I'm like, I'm not excited to be here. And I want someone that's excited to be here. That was the wrong color. And that was a really good insight for me. And they really good. I could have went back to that job if I was excited to go. I wasn't excited to be there. I was excited at first. I loved being a therapist. I wanted to be there. I had some awakenings and things that I think changed that a little bit. But I believed. I was there, I learned a lot. I had a great supervisor named Jasmine. They helped me a lot, grow as a person, as a therapist, and now I'm coaching, so it's funny. I'm kind of back to doing it. It's my own way through the internet, which I love. I don't know why I'm creative. And yeah, life just works out. Like you're on a perfect ride. You're on a ride. And why not enjoy it? You're on a ride. Things are going to happen when they're going to happen. There is some predestination going on. I think it's both. But until the thing happens, paint a little more. Do the things you love. Do more things you love and enjoy the moment because it goes fast. 32 now. Life is kind of like an acid trip. Seems like it's going really slow, and then all of a sudden it's over. I feel like that's how psychedelics are. I really want to enjoy the moment. I have no draw to do them anymore, but I actually had a craving for psychedelics today. It was weird. It was like a mushroom trip on this movie I was watching at my job. And yeah, it was like, oh, I want to do that again. And it was like this like almost weird, it wasn't like good craving. I almost felt high. Let's go. Okay. No, I don't want to do it. It just sounds tiring. Like I just don't have anything to process right now. And for some people, this is their highest excitement. And that's exactly what they're supposed to be doing. It's got, by golly, no judgment of what people do. There's too much work. I don't got time. I got too much painting to do. Too much love to give. I've been practicing that a lot. And it came to me multiple sources just to appreciate more people. Give them love and appreciation. And I just been like over appreciating people. It's literally like fuel for my soul. Because I'm delivering food, I make it a game. Like, how much can I appreciate people? Like, how thankful and loving, and how much can I look in their eyes and say, thank you so much? Funny is, by doing this, people have been giving me free shit. It's not what I'm asking for, but got more gifts given to me lately. Not that I'm expecting them, but yeah. Really kind of funny. And by doing that, I'm raising my vibration, right? I'm not making this like, oh, I gotta go deliver food. I'm like, oh yeah, I get to make $20 an hour delivering food. It's awesome, and I get to appreciate people. And I get to do it on the side when I want to do it, like when there's something else going on. There's a lot of things to paint on here. There's a lot of details. This is not going to take me 5 minutes. And this is life. Like, you know, little by little, every little decision, every little brush stroke on the thing leads to a bigger outcome. And forget that. It's not the end product will be done. The thing I learned from painting is when I'm done, I want to paint another one. There's never ending, it doesn't seem. I just got to enjoy the process. We know that. But experiencing it through a hobby is better. By experiencing it, my life changes. Okay. It's all green. Getting there. I don't know. Now I'm kind of like, what do I do next? See, there's a little break here. Huh. See, that one's more green than this one. See? Sometimes, I notice with painting, I think it's for life too. Sometimes you need to step back to see what's really going on. So sometimes when I'm painting, I don't know what to do next, and I stop and I just look at it. And by looking at it from this faraway perspective, I get a lot of clarity. I feel like in life, it's the same way. Sometimes when we're in it, we don't get clarity, right? We don't take any time to meditate or reflect or be in yoga. Like we're always going, we're always in it, we're always in the forest. You don't get to see what's actually happening. And that's where the knowledge comes from, you know? It's where we unfold in different ways. I really wish I could show you what I'm painting better. I need to get a camera where it's like shows it on the side or something. Oh, getting tired all of a sudden. It's good. I had a raspberry lemonade. Someone gave me a free drink and fries. At Good Times. Good Times fries are amazing. I'm not giving them up for anything. There's fries, right? That will live. But man, jacked up for a little bit. Not used to that energy. Just created this mix here. See how it looks here. So far. My favorite part of painting is seeing it all come together. And that's kind of why I love life. When I see all the decisions I made, and sometimes like, oh, well, that's why it all happens. And that's what the universe is doing for you when you say enjoy. It's literally saying, go this way, do this video, do this. And then it all comes together. And I think that is the beauty of just life. Like it just all comes together at the perfect time. And, you know, when we ignore those steps to take, oh, I think it lost me. Ignoring those steps to take, then we think we need to know everything. We don't need to know. And I'll just start talking for a little bit. And when we don't need to know, you have freedom. Like there's a huge freedom in the not knowing part. I think, and that's why people are scared. They want to know, right? If I make this video, what am I going to say? And they don't just go on and start talking. They just start doing it. I just had this idea to start painting and doing this video, and I did it in 30 seconds. It kind of came to my head before. It definitely was inspiration building up. And I think that's amazing when you have the inspiration building up. But you have to act on it because those ideas will go away. And really, no one could watch this video, and probably no one will. It'll be on my YouTube channel. Maybe one day people will. But I actually got painting done, so that's cool. And I said I was going to make 2 live videos this week, so that's good. I'm getting it done. But I make these intentions, and I forget about them, and I'm not attached to it. And I know a lot of people make goals, and goals are great. Like I had a goal of doing 10 yoga classes a week. And then I did like an ecstatic dance, and I was like, okay, that can count. I can count an ecstatic dance as one of those yoga classes. And then I actually ended up going to the same 10 hours of yoga classes anyways. It was like in the flow. It just felt good because right now I'm moving to the mountains. My life's kind of in shambles and I don't know the next step. Like I know I can deliver food in Colorado Springs, but I really like either I got to build my business up and I'm going to do that more, or I don't know yet. But I have some money saved up, so I'm in a really good place. Like I'm actually prepared, but I prepared by moment to moment. It wasn't even like I was trying to prepare. It was just in the moment. My guidance said, work a little more for these 3 weeks, like be focused. And I thought it was going to be horrible, but it's actually felt amazing. And it's because it's growth, right? And with law of attraction, it kind of talks about this, but even like happiness, people talk about this, like doing different things. Doing something new is how you attract more. Not doing the same thing. I can make live videos all the time, but me doing one that I'm painting and I'm making this model while doing the video is new. It's growth. It builds something new in me. And it got me excited to do videos again because I've done videos like this over and over again. It was like, I'm just doing another video. Like there wasn't anything new. There wasn't anything fun about it. I farted a little bit, so I'm glad you can't smell in the video. But that... it's the idea. Oh, been detoxing something out of my body. Doing all this yoga, like 10 days of yoga a week, and the hot yoga too, like my body is detoxing hardcore. It's like a hot room, so I'm sweating, which is amazing to do. So even Bashar and these like really high up channelers talk a lot about detoxing your body. And with goals, with this coming together, like it's in the flow in the moment, right? You'll have this idea or have this inspiration, and then you follow it. So when I said do 10 yoga classes a week, my brain was like, that is way too many. You don't want to do that. Like, that's too much. And it was like I could feel this resistance in me to it. It's not enough time. And I calculated it. I was like, oh, but I watch YouTube videos and do this. Like, I have time. Like, I wake up earlier. The funny part is I need way less sleep because I'm doing yoga and exercising and taking care of myself. Weird. Like, you're like, I don't have time to exercise. You need way more sleep and you have way less energy and you have way less focus. So you are actually hurting yourself by not exercising. Like, it'd be better for you to wake up earlier and exercise. You'd have more energy throughout the day, which is actually true. This is how I've been feeling. But you also need to like the exercising and the detoxing, right? If you don't like it, if it's not exciting, don't do it. Like, it may just exercising exciting to you, that's fine. Then just exercise. Like, that works. But like going on a treadmill, to me, it sounds absolutely horrible. I mean, I just don't like it. Like, it's not fun. And I like classes. I like a teacher. I like the energy of people. I like P90X workouts too. It's not the only I do, but that's scientifically proven that through positive psychology that when you enjoy the exercise, like when it's more fun, what's the exact word they use? Like, it's more beneficial for your body, which is pretty crazy. And I think part of it, my theory is, if you like the exercise, you'll keep on doing it, which is part of it. Plus, it's actually better for you. It gets proven, which seems obvious, but I don't think you need a scientific study to tell you that. It's funny. We think, oh, do it. It's like I should again. Well, of course I want to do exercises I enjoy. I want to enjoy my life. This is just a simple thing. I enjoy my job, enjoy my relationships. But I'm not enjoying them, then I'm going to end them. You might have less, but that's okay. And that's the flow you'll start to find. It's amazing flow. And you're going to find it just watching this video. The vibration of it will come to you. Right now I'm in a really, really good place. But I cried earlier today because I meditated and did yoga and just had some stuff come up and just bawled. Watch this video. It's a One Tribe video, like Tubby Love, and I don't know why. It just got to me. It was a lot about oneness and we'll be together, and I just bawled. It just got me to cry. And I was like, oh, perfect, universe, thank you. Crying's amazing. If you can't feel sad, you can't feel joy because you're suppressing emotions. And you can't suppress just the bad emotions. You see someone like that's suppressing, like the Army Vietnam vet, they can't really feel joy either. Like, if you look at them, there's no joy in them because they're suppressing their negative emotions. So by suppressing any emotions, we create that. I go paint. Oh. Not working. That's kind of annoying. So we need to cry. And I feel negative emotions all the time. Nothing. I'm not going to attract an anvil in my head. I'll be fine. You can't like pretend you feel good when you don't. That's really dumb. It's not a good move. Right? You don't attract bad things because you feel sad. Usually you get sad, you release something, and you make room for the new thing to attract into you. Right? You have to let go. You have to take a poop or a pee to make room for more food, right? If you want more money, you have to let go of the money you have. If you want to be happy, you have to let go of the sadness, the things you're holding on to that are keeping you from being happy. Really, the key to being happy or being in flow is to remove all the things that aren't giving you flow and happiness from your life slowly. And that's different for each person. And I'm moving up in the middle of nowhere because really right now I want to be in nature more than anything. And that's going to give me the flow I want. It's funny because my gold paint wouldn't work and this worked better. So finding that flow for yourself. What's going to bring you that joy? What excites you? What wants to emerge out of you? What does your little child want to do right now? And it doesn't have to be something huge. We always think the next step in the coaching program or in the spiritual is like, I need to know my life purpose or I need to know this huge thing. It's like your purpose right now might just be to eat less junk food. And that'll give you more energy, and then you'll start your business. Like the universe gives you the next step, not the end. And if you're worried about the results and you're not having fun creating, then we're just can't help you anyways. You could have $1 bazillion, and people do, and they're not happy. Lots of people. I've seen it. Work for a guy that's rich. He's guzzling down beers. Poison, right? Literally drinking poison all day. And I did it too. I'm not judging it. But there's definitely a misery in there. And it doesn't mean it's his job. That might be something that's actually keeping him happy. But there's some form of misery there. Usually people that are really, really happy don't drink a ton of beer. And so what I learned is that's not what creates happiness, right? It's this alignment to joy. And doesn't mean you're not going to make a bunch of money. But that's not success. Success is not how big your business is. It's not if you're a delivery driver or you're a senator. It's not if you're the president of the United States. Who wants that fucking job anyways? It's a lot more than that. This is internal alignment, doing things you enjoy. And if you want to be the president, like that's your thing. Like I'm not against that. Again, I'm making money delivery driving. Like you'd be surprised. My salary is close to $70,000 a year sometimes. If I work at all my jobs, which is more. It doesn't make me happy. I don't. If I lost it tomorrow, I'd be fine. It's not like I need all that. It's not creating my happiness for sure. Because I don't give it that much, power, right? Like I want it. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh, I don't want to make money. Like, of course I do. Of course I want to have like an abundant life, be able to give and support people and blah blah blah. Go to the small grocery store, mom and pop grocery store, because I have a little extra cash. Like that's nice, and then I can use it to support people. Am I gonna be like, oh, I don't love money? I'm like, yeah, I want to. If you gave me $1 million right now, someone's like, I love what you do. I'll donate $1 million to you. I'll take it. And so, not like against money, but I'm not like attached to it. Like I need it because it's like a relationship with a person. And if you're like, I need you. If I lose you, my life will be over. Then you're kind of a crazy person in that relationship. You're very codependent. But if you are like, I love you, and if you go away, it's okay. I'll be okay. I'll be sad. I'm not going to be happy. Like if you took all my income away or all my savings, the things that I want to create, I'd be not happy. I'm not going to be like, yeah. I'm not going to cheer it. It'd be awesome. There's new experiences coming. But I'll know it's for a higher purpose, but I'm not going to be happy about it. But I'm not going to be like a crazy person and stalk it and run at it and protect it and hoard it. Be like, you can't go outside. I can't use you at all. You can't interact with any other people. Only me. You become a crazy person around it. I see that happen. Okay. I'm going to manifest money. I'm going to do whatever I can to manifest money. I'm going to do affirmations every day. The person's like, oh, my money's like, oh my God, this person's stalkerish. They're weird. One time I dated someone and they said they wrote down their perfect partner and they were like sharing it with me and seeing if I matched up to it. And I was like, oh my God, that's a lot of fucking pressure. It's like, I'm a human being, not your fantasy. Like, it was weird. And I think that's what people do with money. They like do so much affirmations or writing about it. It's like weird. Money's like, what? You're so attached to me. But let me go for a little bit. That's actually how I ended up manifesting more money, was because I let the universe handle it. I'm like, universe, you handle money. I don't really care about it anymore. I'm just going to do me. And it's like dating, right? Like once you decide to be single, you don't want women like flock to you, or men, whatever you choose. Same thing with money. Oh, it's just coming together. Just got the... It's too much light, see? I can't figure it out. They got her gold on there. I can't show it off, really. Maybe you can see it. I need a better webcam. Maybe I use my phone. I'm gonna get you. This is how people are with money. I'm gonna get you. Yeah, I did enough affirmations. Won't you come to me? And then some people just go, I don't care about money. It doesn't matter. I don't love you at all. I don't even pay attention to you. And then you're like the neglectful of money, but that's not going to come to you. Like there's a happy medium. You're like, oh, I love you, money, but also I need my space too sometimes. Like that's the middle ground, right? Yeah, now it can come to me. I used a figurine to talk about money. I need someone to edit this video. But because I don't want people to wait 45. It's funny because 45 minutes, 46 minutes, Kyle C says, right? A meditation you get in the pocket. I feel like I just got in the pocket of talking. It took 46 minutes. Maybe I need to talk for 46 minutes before I do my videos. That's actually not a horrible plan. Then I can make a live video. It's like a warm up. But then I might be the great stuff might be at the beginning. It doesn't make any sense. I said I'm going to do this for an hour, so I'm going to stay in the room for an hour. So yeah, with money, not getting attached, relationships, health, whatever this thing is, if you constantly think about it, I notice that the more people think about one thing, the less they get it. But if they don't think about it at all, like you have to come back to it at some point. You have to give it attention. I did have to give my financial life attention. It's like I let it go, but then I went, okay, I have a spending plan of $150 a week. And then everything that's like on food, gas, like we're just have that there. We're going to eat. And then I'm going to have like my extra money goes for like models and stuff, right? Like when I get extra in savings, I can take it out and make models. I work a little extra for that. And I had like a structure, but the structure came from letting it go. And then the structure in the moment happened. It wasn't like I was like, I need to create a plan. The plan popped in my head and I was like, oh, that's great. Like I get out cash and I'm like, this is what I can spend. And it doesn't feel restrictive. I'm not like, oh, this is my budget. Oh, it sucks. Like it doesn't feel that way. It feels actually freeing because now I just know what I have. It's not like confusing, right? So having a spending plan, saving money, I want to save 30% of what I make, which is a lot. And then, I donate the things when they come up. So I'll donate a bunch of money to like Girl Scouts or different things that I feel right in the moment. And doing that, maybe you save 10%, 20% of my money and donate 10. That could happen too. But by doing that, by saving at 30%, it's funny because like some of my money goes straight into my savings from Venmo. So I like just keep it in there now. I'm like, okay, unless I really need it, I don't withdraw it. And it's like over time it builds. And sometimes you want such instant gratification where you're like, I just want all the money right now, or I want that big chunk of money. But it could be the path, really the path of wealth is not spending as much usually and saving little by little. Because if you save 20%, say you make $2,000 and you save $400, I know it's hard a month. It could be 10%, $200 a month. One, you're going to feel more in vibrational alignment because you're paying yourself first. You're saying, I have enough money to put some away, and it feels really good. And then, say in a year, you have $2,400. That's good. For a lot of people, they don't have any savings. So it's really great to have that. Because what if your car breaks down? What if life happens? There's just expenses in life, but then you have something to cover it. Then you're not worried about these random things happening, right? I remember I had savings, my car battery went out, and I was like, I'll just get a new one. It was like $130. It was great to be able to just go get that. Like it was just like, whoop, whoop, got it. And yes, I had to use my savings, but that's what it's for. I need a new battery. I had a car for 4 or 5 years. It wasn't like it was a random expense, but it was. Like, I got to get my oil changed to my car detail. Like, I really want that. I've been Ubering a while and doing stuff. So I'm going to do that. And that's going to feel really good. I have some extra savings. That doesn't feel horrible. I'm not like spending money like an idiot. That's not what people that have abundance do. They don't spend money frivolously. People that just don't look at their spending and just spend it, and they're not abundant. That would be like going in a relationship and not paying attention to the relationship and just being like, whatever. Like, it doesn't work. So you have to pay attention to it, but also detach at the same time. Like, if you spend more money than you budget, you don't like beat yourself up. Like, I'm not going to go, oh no, I spent $160 this week instead of $150. I'm a failure. Like, I'm not that. It's like life happens. And I'm not like living in scarcity. I'm still getting food and things and health and stuff like that. But I don't need that much. Like, this model, I got a bunch of models for $60. So it's going to give me hours of entertainment. Like, I can go hiking every day. I go to yoga. That's $100 a month for a membership, 110 or something. I think it's 111, one of those spiritual members. But I do it 10 hours a week. I mean, my yoga classes are less than $3 a class. Like, I'm getting my money's worth. So, like, that's worth it to me, right? Like, I have extra money for that. But that's because I don't spend money on dumb stuff. Like, going out to $20 meals, like, that doesn't fulfill me right now. Like, sometimes I do. Like, I will splurge. Like, sometimes I spend $100 in dinners, but I'm doing it all the time. Like, it doesn't make sense. I can make a salad at home. Like, it's not something that benefits me. But I live a little more a minimal life. Like, I'm moving up to the mountains because, honestly, at this point, I can work 25 hours a week and not spend any of my savings and probably save some money. And that's that's just with certain parts of my life. Like, I have it structured. Like, I know what I'm doing. Like, I'm not like just like oblivious to it. And sometimes people think the flow with abundance is being oblivious to it, like not paying attention to it. But it's not the case. Like, you've got to be a conscious being in the moment. And then you'll get there. And little steps and patience. It's not about it always being perfect, but there's a flow, there's a wave with it. And I think it's really, really important to know that those waves exist, especially in our financial life, with our abundance, with our joy. And connecting with that joy will create the abundance. By being more joyful and feeling better and doing the yoga and meditating, now abundance of money is flooding to me. And honestly, I don't care. Like, it's not a huge thing. I'm excited about it. It's the first time I've had abundance. Like, I feel like I have more than I need. Like, it really feels good. But I'm not like, it's not like what's making me joyful. The joy came first. And now literally everything's going to surround me. It's going to change. I'm moving to one of those beautiful places I know. I saw the sunset and I cried. It was so beautiful. I was like, this is the most beautiful place ever. And I'm living up here. And I'm going to be able to hike every day. And I'm living in a house like I built with his hands. And my rent is super cheap. And I don't have to do anything. I don't clean the house. That's not my job. I guess I have to clean my room. Like, that's where I want to live. Like, that makes me happy. It's not what society tells you is abundance. But for me, it is. Because if I save up $5,000, I can live 3 months if I wanted to off $5,000 and not work. Most people can't do that. And that's how I created my abundance. Now, will that change? It could. But I feel abundant. I mean, I could make $4,000 a week if I chose to. I'm not saying I need to work 24 hours a week. I mean, I could work my butt off, and I could do that too. And it's fine for 3 weeks, 4 weeks. It's fine. Sometimes feels good. It's really focused energy. But yeah, just find your own flow with abundance and money, whatever that is for you. And don't take it from me. Don't do it anyone else's way. Don't live anyone else's way. Don't let other people's judgment of what you need to be a part of that. And by finding your own way, then this flow will come through you. Someone here, I don't even know how this works, but if the flow will come through you exactly when it's supposed to. And life, so like you look at Mother Nature, like Mother Nature just gives love, right? And flowers just grow on it and trees. And that's basically what you become. You become the seed of joy in you, and everything will grow around you. And you're going to feel sad and angry and frustrated. Allow yourself to feel whatever you're feeling. But know that your internal nature grows everything around you. You're a seed, and everything grows from that. And if you plant angry seeds, anger surround, different things surround you, and that's okay. Sometimes you want to create the obstacles, right? You need the fungus and you need the flowers and you need it all. But know that that internal state is how you create everything. It rips out from you. It's not this like I take more action and good things are going to happen. It's this joy gets created in here, and then I spring out abundance from in here. It's not coming this way. It's coming that way. You are the flower that grows everything. And when we know that, we can set our intentions internally. We can create something externally for ourselves. But know that the success is feeling joy within. And success for us, for people watching this video, is that joy within. And I saw 5555 up there when I said that, which means internal change, which I've been going through crazy internal change. The internal growth you go through by meditating and doing yoga and going on walks is going to create everything in your life from that state. It's going to be a sustainable state. You can manipulate and hustle and work really hard to get where you want to go. That is a path. But then you're going to have to work really hard, hustle, and to maintain that path, right? You created it that way, so that's how you maintain it. But if you find the joy within in this way, the way you maintain it is continuing to find the joy within. And it's a way better foundation to create everything from. I'd rather your whole life crumble, which is what happened when I found my joy state, and then rebuild again from that joy state. It's kind of like your body. If you detox your body, you build better muscle fibers. But you have to detox everything first. You don't want to build on a bad foundation. And so many people do that, and then they can't maintain it. And they're running ragged, maintaining this foundation that they built off fear. They got this job they didn't like to build a house they didn't want, and they got the car they wanted from this place of fear. I kept this job because I need to have it, so I built my life on this fear. And the only way to let go of the fear is let it all crumble and then build it again. And that's what so many people have to do. I watch it. They took the corporate job based on fear because that's what you're supposed to do because society told you. And they built up this thing, and then it's got to crumble. And it's got crumbles on them. They get sick, and then they can rebuild the new. But they have to let it go because they need to realize they need to build on this state of joy, this foundation of internal bliss that you can find, but through deep internal work. And that's where the work is, in here, not out here. And from that is when all is created. And I just want to give that to you guys. And thank you. Is someone watching? Can you chat? I don't know how this works. But if someone's watching, that's cool. It might just be that I'm in here, which is fine. I didn't look at the numbers. Can I like my own video? No. That'd be cool if I could. Well, thank you. I didn't know this painting video would turn out to be. I think this was just for me, which is really, really fun. I really appreciate it. Definitely check out more videos. I will put a link at some point in these videos for my Facebook group and how you can find me and contact me. If that's, you definitely comment on the video to contact me. Ask questions if you want to know more about me, what I do, blah, 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 blah. I have for you a Facebook group you can join. It costs $20, and I create tons of video content on there. There's already like 8 hours of video content. Obviously not required. I like just doing this stuff. But obviously those donations help me to live and buy paint. Paint costs money. There's not another way to get it that I know of, unless I learn how to make paint. But then it would cost money to make the paint. So, yeah. That's when people said they don't need money, you probably do. But unless you're a farmer and you can grow off the land, like you need money. So it's like you need human connection, your relationships, same difference. I'm supposed to get to a minute, an hour, and I'm like 40 seconds away, and I don't know what to say. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really, really appreciate it if you did. I Bob Rossing it, painting models while you're listening, and I was doing it for an hour. Super fun. Maybe I'll do this again this week. I liked it. Hopefully it all comes together. That'd be really cool. I got painting done, so thank you. It's like people listen to podcasts to paint. I create podcasts to paint. It's the opposite. So it's really, really fun. Well, thank you so much. I made it to an hour. I'm going to cheer myself. Cheers to you. And I'll see you next time.